average 208. 26-year-old Steve Wimbridge, current average 198. And 24-year-old Carol Giannotti has bowled a high game of 303 times. For New South Wales, 19-year-old Billy Gardner, current average 210. 30-year-old Sue Castle and 21-year-old Robert Thompson, current average of 210. Let's pick up the action, and joining me in the commentary box for this match is Terry Wenban. Two-time winner of this tournament, Tom Curry, will get us underway in the match between WA and New South Wales. Been a great competitor, this fellow.
He certainly has for a long time. Been bowling against Tom for good on 15 years.
The crowd are up early, and so is Tom Curry. Thank you.
That's a great start. This guy will eat nails for breakfast. He just wants to go out there and get strikes and win. He just absolutely loves to win. Look at that aggression on the face. And watch this when they all fall down. Oh.
Billy Gardner.
A big hook ball.
And back it comes. Take that. We've got one game on our hands here, Terry.
This is going to be an excellent match. Absolutely. Look at Billy, all the way from the left-hand side of the lane, sends it right out to the right-hand side and all the way back to 10. That's exactly how he loves to play the game.
Steve Wimbridge.
Let's see if we can get one.
Yes! 3 balls, 3 strikes.
Well, you'll see here, Steve doesn't hook the ball as much, but gets the result, just hits light. That's 7 pin. Thank you.
Well, if you miss a strike, you get sent off here, wouldn't you?
Oh, I think you're going to win this match.
Sue Castle. Pressure on her. 4th bowler up, the other 3 have knocked them all down.
It's all right, it's fair enough.
I'll just put it down a little early. It's slow. Just got to go through, make up the spare. See it just a little early. Whip the shoulder through. Just got to go back and pick up the spare.
Oh. Yes. She was a little worried with the delivery, but the result was good.
Well, that's the advantage of changing to the polished ball. The ball goes a lot longer. Sue just trying to talk up her teammates there. Got Carol Giannotti here. Oh, 7 months of the year on the US Pro Tour in America.
Well, that was desperate. That had to fall, that pin, didn't it?
Well, you can see Carol smiling there. She was absolutely shocked that she left the 410. She's looked here, the ball's gone high. You can expect a 4 pin, but not the 10 pin. See the surprise. She blinks. Couldn't believe that she left the 410.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Straightened up nicely. Good girl.
Well, Robert Thompson, New South Wales, had a great 92. A lot of money. Up to bowl the 3rd.
Get up.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, as I've said, you know, the big hook ball can produce devastating results, but can produce devastating results, but when they miss, they go horribly wrong. As you can see here, just pushing the 5 pin behind the 7.
Takes out the 1. Not too many options left there.
No, that's very, very difficult. Almost impossible to pick up. Doesn't get picked up very often. You see, just goes straight at the 10 pin. And the situation now in the 3rd frame is that WA have taken a 22 pin lead. And we're back at the 4th frame of this match.
Tom Curry, the man on screen.
This guy's a great match play bowler. He just goes out, he gives every shot 150%. He hasn't done any damage. Goes back and picks up the spare.
The G-up's good from the Western Australians. Don't worry, pick up the spare. It's all right, it's sweet, you know. Don't worry about it. Let's get on with it.
Exactly. Well, you've got to realise you're out there bowling as a team. You've got to keep together. You know, Carroll there staying pretty light-hearted. There's no point in getting serious or down on yourself. You've got 2 other people that you've got to keep up. There's 3 people. You've just got to go out and make the spare. Hasn't done any damage.
All right, it's fine.
Come on.
Opens the door a little bit for New South Wales.
Well, New South Wales opened the 3rd frame with that unlucky 7-10 from Robert, and Tom's come straight back up and opened the 4th. So let's cut the lead down to about 7 pins if they can go strike. Let's see what Billy can twist it up.
Come on, has a look. All right. Okay, good result. Come on.
As I said, that 2-10 combination is really the cranker's nemesis.
What about this fellow's potential for a 19-year-old?
Well, he's enormous. You know, Billy is just, I've talked about him before on previous shows, and I think he's just a great player, and he just needs to get his head together.
He's left one there.
You know, these guys are great strikers. But, their spares leave a little bit to be desired at this stage. You know, New South Wales have opened 2 frames, going back to being 18 pins behind in the 4th frame. Let's see if Steve Wembridge can get Western Australia back on track. Needs to get a strike here, get solid. Well, this is...
What's happened to the great start? No one's converted.
No, they look like they were going to kick heaps before, but this one's just too wide. He doesn't throw the big hook ball. It just doesn't make it back. He leaves the 110 washout. He's got to try and hit the head pin on the left-hand side and push it over onto the 10 pin. Which he's done.
Yes. Yes. He knows what a good shot that was, and so does the teammates.
Goes to the straighter ball, just passes it straight on the left-hand side of the lane. You see it just hits the head pin, comes off the kickback. Ooh, we like that.
Back with Sue.
I think the high fives are hurting Carroll's hand. All right, Sue needs to get something going. Came up high before. See if she can get this one in the pocket for 10.
Okay, come on.
Well, you heard her say she took off too early, meaning what, Terry?
Well, what she wanted to do was to get the ball to go longer down the lane, then hook. She threw the ball out further, but when she threw it out further, it hooked earlier as well. Because of the lane condition that's here, get more oil in the centre of the lane, so when you throw it further to the right, it's the dry part of the lane, the ball hooks back even harder. Sue's a great competitor. As I said, she was the 1991 Asia Bowler of the Year, 1990 Amateur World Bowler of the Year.
Okay.
Come on. All right.
Well, at this stage, it's 3 open frames in a row for New South Wales. Only 1 for WA, plus they've got a double. They're looking at a 19-pin lead at this stage if Carroll can get a strike.
Yes. That's opened up the gap now. Riding high on that ball from Carol Giannotti.
It's a great shot here by Carroll. He's moved in, ball just inside second arrow, throws it out using the Rhino Pro. New Brunswick ball. She's a Brunswick staffer. Let's see what Robert can do.
And over it goes. The reply was good.
Well, Robert stopped the rut. 3 open frames, comes back with a strike. Situation now, the bottom of the 6th frame. WA are ahead by 19. You see here, ball goes up a bit high. Just carries the 4-pin, he likes it. That's good, but just most importantly, stops the rut.
4 frames remaining. WA in front by 19. Tom Curie.
Well, let's see. Tom threw it wide last time. I can't see this one going wide. He's going to catch every bit of this. Strike a great shot.
All right, nice shot. Take a spin. That's fine.
Well, that's 2 shots in a row. I'm very surprised Tom's done that. He's a great player under pressure. You'll see here.
Now, what hasn't he done?
Well, I kind of feel that maybe he's rushed his approach and he's falling off balance at the foul line. He's not getting the leverage. What you've got to do to lift the ball is you've got to have a solid footing and then lift through the ball. It's like a leveraging effect. You see there? That was better.
Cleans up. Takes the spare. And strikes are what New South Wales need with Billy Gardner.
Well, Robert got a strike in the 6th. Billy needs a strike here. That'll give him a double, reduce the lead.
Almost got that from nowhere.
Yeah, he almost did. He commonly pulls the 2-pin forward, but as I've said before, that 2-10 combination, it's really their nemesis. You'll see here he sends the ball right out, doesn't quite get it to come back, and a bit fortunate he didn't leave a split again. But he's just got to go back, make the spare. Still not out of it. Still 3 frames left after this.
All right, come on.
Oh, that's throwing the cat amongst the pigeons.
Well, it certainly does, because not only losing the match, you know, New South Wales were well up in the pinfall count for first seed, and this game isn't going to help them at all whether they win or lose now. But Steve Wembridge, if he can get up here and get a strike, set it up for Carroll.
Come on, baby. He calls for it.
All right. On a spare, come on. Okay. Spare it up.
I suppose WA too now can just probably control from here on in too, can't they?
Well, you tend to think that. You think that you can go there and just play safe, but
pins are important.
Pins are important, the way the format's structured. You know, they're not in a bad situation at all. They're only like 20 pins behind the top team, so they need to do everything they can.
That'll do.
Well, that was a fine shot, as we like to say.
Only person who's worried was Leah.
Steve there, he's happy. But they're certainly light-hearted down there. Carroll cracking jokes. But come on, let's see what Sue can do. If they can strike, New South Wales can strike out here, they can get right back into the match and take it out.
Well, that's helped the spare situation.
Well, it's helped the situation there in that regard, but they needed strikes. You'll see here Sue's not quite able to judge the ball. It's jumping up far too early for her. She's not getting it far enough down the lane. Maybe a little bit faster, but she's got to make the spare. Pinfall's just so important. They really can't afford to open any frames.
Shot.
She likes it, yes.
Come on, Don.
Still ribbing up her partners in Billy Gardner and Robert Thompson.
Well, she's got to keep them up. You know, it's a team event. It's a team affair.
Carroll trying to shut this game out. That's it.
You know, this is the reason why she's on the Pro Tour. 3rd in the money list, so she's the 3rd best bowler in the world, full stop. And that's just a great shot, and that's exactly why she's there. Now it's up to Robert. He's got to set 9th frame, needs a strike badly.
All right. Back in the spare. Come on.
Well, situation is at the moment that New South Wales, they spare here. 132 in the 9th if they can get a strike. But WA going at a 190 pace, they've taken a big lead.
All right.
That's a good spare. Well, it gives them Really no hope, but they've just got New South Wales. We've just got to go for every pin they can get at the moment. So the bottom of the ninth, the situation is that WA lead by 41 pins.
Frame. Tom Curry from WA and his team home and hosed in this particular match against New South Wales.
Well, Tom right now is in a situation where if you can get a couple of strikes here, give them a 2-10 game, it's going to really move them up a long way. They were only just behind. It's all important.
Over they go.
Well, that's exactly what he wants. They're on 190 before, now they're on 200. If they can get just one more, put them on a 210 pace. See here, better leverage at the foul line, gets through the ball, catches it with his fingers and gets the desired result, gets the mix. He loves it. What's this one just to finish off?
Same shot, same result. WA, this is a big win.
Well, puts him on a 210 pace. As I said before, this light shot really is Tom's bread and butter shot. It's won him a lot of tournaments and bowled him a lot of big games. Hits the pocket a lot, but that one certainly makes the difference to his game. His teammates love it. They're up. Just finish this off for 213.
He's done it again. 3 big ones, Tom Curry. That's why this man has won this tournament on 2 previous occasions. Brilliant finish.
He got that ball right out, and the ball jumps straight back into the pocket. Good shot. Really now it's all academic for New South Wales. They've just got to try and get as many pins as they can.
Good shot in the last 2.
Come on, everything counts.
That sort of summed it up. But still, needed a strike there. He's pulled it short. Ball just jumped straight across the hairpin. Lose the 6. The game must pick it up. Pick up for a 150 game.
This has been an impressive performance by WA.
It has, as Carol Giannotti was saying, they're very consistent. They've shot like 20190s. So they've been pretty consistent. 210. They've had 2 wins.
As we watch Billy Gardner finish off. So that's a big win to Western Australia. Very comprehensive performance. They defeat New South Wales by 64. Well, there it was, a big win to WA. Of course, they pick up the 20-pin bonus, and that's going to help them in the seedings. And our next match is between Western Australia and Queensland. So why don't you join us for that match on the Coca Cola 10-pin Classic.